This massive embankment is all man-made. Welcome back. Here we are, big man-made reservoir from the 1850s. Big header tank for all the mine workings in the valley below. The UK's largest silver mine. 50 ounces of silver per tonne out of this valley. Mining has took place here since ancient times, but it really got going in the 15th century and then the 19th century. So this is actually a header reservoir for the mine below the valley. This is a large silver mine. If you can see in the distance, that is a rock cut. And there's a sluice that lets the water out. So this is the other end of the reservoir. The feeder bit to the leats. Used to be full of water when I was a kid. It's emptied out now. I wonder if the sluice is still here. There it is. Sluice gate is actually gone now. Look at that rock cut. Someone cut that rock out. That feeds the leats, that feeds all the water for all the pumps and machinery for the mines. Yeah, so the sluice used to be in there, so that's why the lake was full. Someone's emptied, removed the sluice, and now the water doesn't stay in the lake. Why? You can see the mine in the distance. The old tower still standing. Spoil heaps there. Oh, you twat. Just crashed the car. Should be in a four-wheel drive for this. Not my little Honda Civic. It's better than it used to be though. So I'm just making my way down the valley from the header reservoir. Having a quick look at various oil heaps and shafts on the way. So here's the first, I don't know if it's a stope or an adit or even a shaft, but it's the first thing highest up the mountain I see that's diggings into the mine. Still quite high up here. This mine played an important part in the history of the British Empire. Back in the 1600s they were minting silver coinage out of this mine and sending it to King Charles I so he could fund his war against the civil war against Oliver Cromwell, which he lost, and they cut his head off, and then they come and trashed this mine afterwards, the royalist forces. 100 yards down the hill is the next shaft. Massive spoil heaps here. The tower you can see in front is part of the engineering for the beams engine to help pump out the mine, because the mine used to flood at the deeper levels. You can just see the rock cut gorge at the top there where the reservoir is, where I was standing up with the sluice gates. It's cut through the rock, and there's leads that feed down to all the mine workings. There's a series of shafts and adits and leats all coming down this hillside. You can just start to see some of the slag heaps, and a lot of it's overgrown from when I was a kid. Used to be able to see everything really well, but it's all overgrown now. And these leats continue all the way down the valley, and the whole valley is mined out. In the early 90s we used to ride our bikes over this hump, and in recent times it fell in. It's a massive shaft. It's 200 metres deep or something ridiculous. Everything's fenced off nowadays, isn't it? Look at this place. There's a big cave in there. I used to be able to walk in it. And it was the stone mill for making all the stone for the mine, and then used as a store. I've now made my way down to the lower part of the valley, and we're going to go and have a pan in the river and see if it turns up anything. See how clean this mine is nowadays. Found some workings down there. It's a big deep shaft. I'm not going to get too close. So I'm about halfway down the valley now, and that's a test adit up there, I think, or it's filled in. I don't know, they've cut away the rock there. When you come down to the stream, you've got a stringer coming through the river, look. Big chunk of quartz there. So I think they chased that stringer and dug it out to see if it was leaded it to anything. Don't know if it did or not. Lovely bedrock here. Just done that boil hole there. It's jammed solid, but nothing in it. We're going to carry on down now. Look at that big mineralised lump of quartz there. stick it to the river because the place is littered with shafts. I don't want to fall down one. It's dodgy. Whole area looks dodgy. There's a lot of overgrown spoil heaps in here, so there must mean the shaft's about. Alright, gotta watch where I walk, I think. Just clean that crevice out. It wasn't particularly tight though. Little speckly bits of lead, I think, and that's about it. They did a good job of cleaning the mine up. There's no heavies in the river below at all, and no gold. So no gold today, but I've got myself a couple of coins from back in the 1600s that were made from the silver out of this mine. If you get these coins, you can get they're quite rare, but America has quite a few of them still. See the 3 Welsh plumes, or whatever you want to call them. That means it was made out of Welsh silver, most probably from this mine. And the little mint mark of a book, you can't really focus in on it at the top there. That means it was minted in the local castle. But that's today's treasure. I have 2 of them. They're both a bit damaged, but they're for, 400 years old or more. So you've got King Charles I. His head on one side. And the Royal Welsh 3 plumes on the other, and the mint mark. It's the 3 Welsh plumes that mean it was made with Welsh silver and from this mine that I've just shown you. You can barely see his head on this one. So there though. 3 Welsh plumes again, and the mint mark of the book.